we have seen ground operations being carried out by Gaza, and they haven't been exactly successful. We have also seen the ground operation carried out by Israelis in Lebanon, and they had got hurt in that operation against Hezbollah, 2006 or 7 or something.
In fact, we've just got a report from our TV9 Bharatvash correspondent Manish Jha on the Gaza border. Let's listen into what Manish has to say.
Hi, this is Manish Jha. I am from India.
Hi, Gabriel.
So Gabriel, you are here, and any moment you can go for war. So before coming here, what you were doing?
Before coming here, I was working in an accountant's office, and I was doing some accounting.
So basically, you are an accountant, and then when your country called you, then you are here.
Yes, that's very correct.
Hi, sir. What's your good name?
Micha.
And before coming here, what you were doing?
I'm a school teacher. I teach.
School teacher?
Yes, I teach civic studies and mathematics to the 10th grade.
And now you are having weapon.
I'm having a weapon because that's what my country needs. I hear the call and I have to come here. Not something that I really want to do, but something that I have to do.
You know, I was in Russia last year. I saw lots of Russian citizens were leaving the country. But when I was coming to Israel, I saw lots of Israeli persons were coming back to Israel. So, do you think that this is the specialty of all Israelis? Whenever your country needs you, you are here.
Yes, as we see by the statistics, reserve soldiers are being 150% of reserve soldiers arrived. For myself, I didn't even receive a formal invitation to come here. When I saw the situation on Saturday, I took my uniform, took my bag, packed it, and although we don't have public transportation on Saturday, I asked my father to take me right down here.
Oh my God! So normally, how much time you get when you call for the duty?
It really depends. It varies. We were called up straight away. I was called up straight away, but it depends on people and it depends on the situation.
I'm just asking. So when you got information that you have to come here, so what was your reaction? Your family's reaction?
So we don't have to come here because we are instructors, we are not combat soldiers. But when everything started, of course we wanted to come and help. And our families are worried. I think everyone is worried. But we know we have to do this, we have to help. So we are here.
So as you see, sir, those soldiers that Manish interviewed, they're accountants and regular CV Street guys who've kind of been, drafted in. It's 300,000 among the 300,000 soldiers that have been recalled and, pressed into action. What are the chances that they could be a very effective fighting force when you're looking at 300,000 soldiers, which are basic, like you just heard, they were not full-time professional soldiers. How would they be deployed? Would they actually go into Gaza, or would they kind of hold the periphery?
So if we learn from this mass mobilization that the Russians did and the Ukrainians did, and we find that the mass mobilization, getting people or able-bodied people to come and basic minimum training and into fighting, they haven't been successful. The Ukrainians have been little stalemated for last 8-9 months. Nothing has moved forward. So to say a poorly trained or ill-trained person can go in, there is a lot of josh, lot of vigor, lot of strength, there is national spirit, there is patriotism, but there is also a requirement of getting on with professional military warfare in an area which is like a can of sardines. It is all jam-packed here. They say 500 kilometers of tunnels. I do not know how much it. If there is an offensive, is it only to create a buffer along the fence, just pushing the people away from the northern part of Gaza? Just create that buffer so that you protect the areas close by. That is one aim. But if you want to go and start searching for hostages and destroying Hamas people and finding who's Hamas, firstly there is 60% unemployment of 15 to 29. Every person could be a Hamas. There is no stamp.
How do you tell a guerrilla from a civilian?
The task is not easy in an area like that.
In fact, I was just reading this book by a serving IPS officer. It's called Dignity of Life, and it talks about hostage rescue, and he's a specialist. And he actually writes, I want to quote what he's written, about the concentration of force, that there is the idea is the principle of concentration. It's an inviolable principle of rescue strategy where you overwhelm a siege by concentrating forces and breaking all pockets of resistance and freeing your hostages. How does concentration of force apply in a situation like Gaza, which is so complicated? There are tunnels, there's rubble, there's civilians.
So, Sandeep, I even get anxious about universalism of a policy,
right?
Of doing the same task in a similar manner. We can do concentration of force, mass, as we can call it, into areas where you can do it. We did it, if you recollect, in Mumbai, at places we had the mass there, and we executed it. Here, the collateral damage itself is the mass.
Right.
The people who are there in northern Gaza in schools, they are like chawls, and traditional.
Yeah.
You can't even wish them away. You
Right,
said 1.1 million, and I think it's an exaggeration to say 600,000 are moved away, because there is nowhere to move away.
That's right.